Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome to another Fire Emblem Heroes video. Today we are doing something a little different. We are here in the Hall of Forms, more specifically the Revival Hall of Forms, and we are going to go through all these stages and try and build up Bridal Fjorm, and if we get some good stuff on her, we might just use our very first Forma soul. That is, of course, dependent on us getting good skills. Not that she desperately needs a ton of fodder because she's fairly low investment, but I like Fjorm, and her bridal alt is so pretty, probably my favorite version of her. So I figured we'd test this out, try and get a copy to potentially merge, and see if we could pick up some premium skills along the way. So we're just going to go through here. Starting things off, we need to try and feed some kills to her, which will be a little difficult going in here. She only has assault. That will complicate things a little bit. But okay, she can take out this thief at least. And I'm going to start with the animations on, but we're going to turn them off partway through because otherwise this will be like an hour-long video. But we are starting with some lovely stat ups. That is kind of nifty. So we are going to have her attack again. Just try and buff her up a little bit since she's going... Yeah, see, she couldn't even take out the Lance Cav. She is going to be a bit weak starting out, especially because of being a staff unit, having her damage cut in half. So... figure just try and get her a little extra experience over the others. And I don't care too much about the other units. They're just going to kind of be here to help back Fjorm up. But, yeah. Normally when I go through these, I do try and focus on one unit. Even if I'm not planning to actually spend my soul on them, there's usually one unit that I'm focusing on. So I always kind of play like I'm going to redeem a soul, but then I never have. So we'll see. We will probably have to spread out some kills to the other units just so that they aren't completely useless, but it'll be a fun little experience, I think. Just to mess around in here. Go get him, Leghorn. Good job. Oh no. She got nothing. Leghorn, you got nothing. She deserves better. What was that? But we did get some torches, and ooh, right off the bat we have her pref, which is again more support oriented, but it does have built-in Wrathful Staff. I would have preferred if it had built-in Dazzling Staff, honestly. But if we pick this up first, then that automatically means that her damage will be hitting like the other units. So that's not a bad option. Attack speed catch is also pretty good. Sadly, here in Hall of Forms, we can't get dual skills, if I am remembering correctly. So even though she really wants C Dual 4, that's just not an option, sadly. So... can't really get that. And then Flyer Guidance, Chill Speed, Desperation, none of those skills are especially great for us right now. Earth Water Bomb, also pretty cool. That or Attack Speed Catch would be really good pickups, but I think we're just going to keep it simple and get her weapon to start with. None of the other staffs interest me that much. I may pick one up at the end if there's like a cool one, but since her main utility comes with her staff, I don't see a whole lot of reason to work towards replacing it. So, if we have her move in, she's going to be left in range of the bow fighter and the sword fighter. So that's a little troublesome. Let's just move our units and... yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if they would actually move to attack us or not, but they did, so we can kind of clean them up now. Also, this background for this map is just so gorgeous. Very pretty. That was the summer with with Freya and Freyr and them, if I remember correctly. But got our first kill with Fjorm, so she will get another skill. Again, want to focus her early on. We'll probably pick up some skills for the other units in a bit. And we'll have Ilger come and take out the Bowfighter. Hang in there. Hang in there. Good job. Yeah, I've wanted to do a video like this for a long time, but there just haven't been any units that really interested me. So I've had this on the back burner, I think, since we got the free Forma soul. So it's fun to finally sit down and do this. Not my ideal lineup, but it's just so rare that any of the units in the Hall of Forms actually interest me. Mostly because most of the units that I actually am interested in are Three Houses or Fates or sometimes Awakening, and that means waiting almost a whole year to get a chance at any units that interest me. Also, Hero maybe would have some units that interest me. Let's see, we've got Attack Speed Unity, which is actually pretty nifty. I kind of like that, actually. Attack Speed Catch might be a little better, but I don't hate Attack Speed Unity. Alternatively, we could get Fire Flood Bomb. Attack Res +6 isn't the most exciting combo, but it could be good. I did ask around at some potential skills that we could use on Fjorm, and someone suggested Infantry Speed Tactic, and I think that's actually kind of an interesting skill to maybe keep an eye out for. But I'm not totally sure. She also could run like hold skills or stall ploy. There are a lot of options for her for sure. A lot of nice support options that we could pick up. So we will focus for those, I think. Blue Cav attacks into Fjorm, and the white roses fall upon the battlefield. And she is now level 13. Imagine if they started you at level 1 for the Hall of Fjorms. That'd be super miserable. It's already kind of rough with how fast the enemies scale. If you had to start at level 1, it would just be really, really sad trying to train 4 units that fast. Alright. Levels for Veronica. Sadly, Ilger cannot take down the Axe Knight. She does do a decent chunk. And now Fjorm can finish them off. Bam! 39. Utopia. Perfect. And now Leg Yarn, take out this Axe Fighter. Alright, she actually got stats. Isn't that nice? Bowfighter attacks, but they're just so low level at this point. So they're not doing a whole lot. We'll have Leg Yarn finish them off. There you go. But yeah, I love Fjorm's Bridal alt. The art is just so gorgeous. It's such a very pretty alt that I would kind of like to try and plus 10 her eventually, which is why I'm kind of interested at maybe spending a soul to get a free merge. But I'd still just need so many copies. I think she's like +1, so she'd be +2, and then I'd still have to get 8 copies, which is pretty rough for a seasonal. Alright, we could grab Earth Water Bomb. Yeah, I think... Ooh, Rescue's also really good. But I think I'd still rather have Return, so I think... Let's grab the Earth Water Bomb and we'll keep an eye out for Return. Alright, so... Gonna go through with day 2. I really should probably get some skills on the other units, so maybe we'll move Veronica over here to take out Gaius and get a skill on her. So yeah, she's gonna get a skill. I may not show all the skills that the others get since they're not really the focus on this, but we'll just kind of buff up our allies a little bit as well. Leguiarn can take out Amelia, and Ilger versus Corel. No problems. Ilger especially might be good to get because her dagger could help debuff enemies for Fjorm to get kills easier. Yo, Ruptured Sky! And you don't even have to kill a Byleth for it. That's like the best news ever. Ooh. Alright, yeah, we'll get something for Ilger next. And then we'll go back to trying to get stuff for Fjorm, maybe. I may also want to pick up something on Leguiarn, though. Red Hot Ducks isn't especially helpful. Yeah, I guess we'll grab Attack Tactic instead, then. That has more immediate use. Alright, let's try again. Let's try and get a better weapon for Ilger so that she can support a little more easily. Although I guess we do have the issue because we need to get the kill with Fjorm first, so it might be difficult if Ilger's too strong and gets the kill herself. Hall of Fjorms is a delicate balance. Ah, there we go, there's her pref. So she actually just gets a lot of damage, which actually makes this a little counterintuitive, but could still help us bust through some tankier units, so I guess we'll take that. I don't love any of these other things right now, so even that Panic Smoke isn't helpful because she'd have to initiate anyway, so yeah. Okay, let's try and get some more skills for Fjorm herself now. Now that she has some support options. Still not super well built, but hopefully they can help her if she struggles. But right now she's holding out pretty well still. That 1 HP is sure to come in handy with her staff requiring her to have higher HP. I'm sure that 1 extra point is going to make all the difference. Okay, we got Toasty Skewer, Recover, Imbue, Attack Def Solo, Aerobatics. Nothing too great here. I guess we'll get Recover just so that she can heal allies if needed. That'll help us get through some of the harder chambers maybe. Would still rather have like Return though. And Staff Battle, Fjorm wins! Hooray! Okay, Restore, Imbue, HP Speed +2, perfect. This is everything Fjorm could ever want. Oh wait, nope. Even better. And yeah, that looks good. Great job. You're looking fantastic, Fjorm. Staff Battle 2, The Revenge. Fjorm wins again. Oh wow, look. She really did get all the stats she could ever want. HP, speed, and def. Oh man, that seal was a good omen. Okay, Melancholy's actually a pretty good staff. Of course, she would still rather have her pref, but this isn't terrible. But I think we'd rather take Joint Drive Speed, or since it is tier 4, a little more valuable. Alright, Fjorm, you gotta tank another staff unit. It's actually very pleasant. They keep putting staff units to start. Very easy free kill for her. Ah! You didn't even increase your defense. What are you doing, Fjorm? Okay, Attack Def Unity. It's not as good as Attack Speed. Oh my goodness, HP +5. A marginal improvement. Nah, I think I can do better. Alright, so Fjorm has a full kit now. It's not a great kit, but I do think that means we could stand to buff up the other units a little bit. First up, we should probably improve Leguiarn a bit since she just has a sad silver sword. I don't think that's going to help us too much. Oh no! Leguiarn dead. That's no good. Alright, someone else. Who else wants to get in here? Veronica, get him. Good job. Oops. Sorry. Alright, maybe we went a little too hard, a little too fast. Let's try an easier one. There you go, Leguiarn. Gonna get you a nice new skill of some kind. I don't actually know if these are good for her. SD near trace is generally good. I don't know if she specifically wants that one or she'd prefer AD near trace, but she's got it. Alright, it really will be hard to get further if I don't buff up the other units, so we'll do that real quick. Yeah, ooh. Veronica, you only got Ruptured Sky. None of these skills are really good. Yeah, none of these are that helpful. I guess Aether. Fine. Attack Res Catch is probably best for her. Ooh, the Bone Carver. That sounds really fun for Ilger here. I think we'll just take Chill Def Res. Lets her debuff enemies from afar without having to use her dagger. Alright, let's see what else we've got. Units are still looking kind of sad aside from Fjorm, so maybe I should try and buff them up a little bit. Yeah, Leguiarn can't even take out that Hector, so let Fjorm do it. And we'll draw her back so that she doesn't get taken out by Leo of all characters. Okay, what do we got? Chill Def Res is better team support than the Trace skill. I do like the Trace skill, but I guess she doesn't actually attack that often to where it's super necessary. So Chill Def Res or another support-oriented B slot would probably be better, honestly. Even though I really like Trace skills, we'll go ahead and grab this. Ilger, take out Alm. There you go. Oh, Veronica can also take out Cherche. Probably would have been a better unit to get a skill on, but since her kit is currently more lacking, you cannot defeat us both. Leguiarn with the finishing move. Bam! None of these are especially helpful. She's got Flashing Blade twice. Oh, Ruptured Sky. That's actually kind of funny, but I think Def Opening would be more helpful for now, just to help the other units. Get Leguiarn a little something extra. She really needs the help right now. Oh, we could get her Pref. Attack Res Catch is not that helpful. Flow Flight is not as good as her current. Attack Smoke might be better, though. Attack Smoke is pretty solid. Yeah, let's grab Attack Smoke. Her Pref should pop up more often. Alright, use a Torch, and let's continue. We need a lot more skills. Alright, let's take out Raven, or attack Raven. Hopefully, we can endure Nina's attack. Ooh, only barely. But Leguiarn had enough defense to survive Raven, so she is fine. Good job, Leguiarn. That was risky. I probably shouldn't have done that, but it is fine. It's fine. And there we go. No one died, miraculously. We could get her the Ninja Katana. That'd be funny. Ooh, Speed Def Catch is actually pretty good. Yeah, that's probably more helpful. There we go, Leguiarn, you're looking a little less sad. She still needs a better weapon, but that is a little better. Alright, pass. Let's see how badly they mess us up. Okay. Oh, no, that was very bad. That went very poorly. I was hoping Ilger could take, like, one unit. Nope. That's a loss. Wait, I have Fey Pass. Behold the power of Professor Violet's divine pulse. We are back. Let's not make a stupid mistake like that again. Okay. Alright, I think my best choice to do this without wasting a torch is try and have... Ooh, her res is that low? I didn't realize her res was, like, that low. I thought she had more res. I was gonna say we could try and have Fjorm bait Camilla, but that doesn't actually seem like a good idea now that I look at that. I don't know why. I thought that... I guess I just associate healers with high res, so I was like, oh yeah, she definitely has more res than that, so she can take a hit. No, apparently not. Ooh, wow, she barely tanked Reinhardt. Alright, maybe she would have been fine to try and tank Camilla, but I wasn't sure. That seemed very iffy. Fjorm, get some more res. I know you're all about stacking that defense as high as possible, but we could really use some res right now. R.I.P. Legyarn, your sacrifice will not be forgotten. Alright, Veronica, what do you get? We can get her pref, which is pretty good. Yeah, that's definitely the best thing here. There we go. There we go. Ooh. And what have we got now? Close ward. Could be funny. I don't know that it's... Yeah, she doesn't have the res for it. Never mind. Would have been funny, but not the best option. Ooh, Speed Death Menace might be more helpful to pick off enemies. But I kind of like Attack Death Solo just to give her more offense. Now let's get the Speed Death Menace. There we go. There you go, Ilger. Oh, wow. Armor City, huh? Yeah, is this interesting? I'm not sure. I have no clue if this is actually interesting or not. But I thought it'd be fun to kind of show working on building units and stuff in a kind of unique way. And show my first attempt at trying to get a character built for using a Forma soul on them. But I don't know if this is actually interesting or not. I don't even know how I'm going to edit this, so... Let me know. Is this something you'd like to see again in the future? I'm not sure. It is a pain to set up, but if you guys like it, I could do more, because I doubt I'll spend too many Forma souls. Although the next Hall of Forms actually has a unit that I'm interested in. So maybe I'll do that for the next Hall of Forms. I'm not sure. Veronica, you're caught up, and we're going to get you a new skill. And then you'll be able to help us get more stuff on Fjorm, because she's kind of been neglected now. What do we got? Oh, yeah, solid ground, steady stance, sealed death. Oh, man, this is a whole bounty of death boosting skills for our burgeoning wall here. Let's grab Mystic Boost, I guess. Rally attack speed also wouldn't be bad, actually, but we'll grab Mystic Boost. But that's okay, Legyarn doesn't even need skills to take you out. Goodbye. There you go. Good job, General. Okay. Oh, we got return. That's probably what I want. Yeah, there's some other interesting things here, but return is 100% what I wanted. There we go. Looking good, Fjorm. So, what else do I really want on Fjorm? Maybe like Stall Ploy would be good. Or I'm sure there are other C slots that could be good that I'm just blanking on off the top of my head, but a hold skill could be good. I'm pretty sure she comes with like ground orders, or I gave it to her, so that's not as helpful, but I think this is a good set of things already. Oh, Sudden Panic, that would be good for Fjorm too, but she doesn't necessarily need it. I guess I like Swap just to give us some movement utility, because we're still kind of lacking in that regard. Like Steady Impact isn't super helpful for her, certainly not better than Speed Def Catch, so I think that's fine. Not an exciting upgrade, but it is a good one nonetheless. I don't really like Solo on her because she has that warp ability. Drawback could be okay. It's better than Attack Death Menace. Maybe Pulse Smoke would be better, but I think that's fine. Drawback is fine. And now she is level 40. In fact, everyone is 40 except Fjorm, funny enough. So I guess that's the game telling me that I need to get Fjorm another upgrade now. Alright, everyone is level 40 now. And which one's Deluge Balm? Speed Res plus 6. Rapport Wand. Attack Def plus 5. No thanks. Attack Speed Menace. I think I still like Joint Drive more, just because attack speed menace is usually better on someone who's going to be doing more attacking. So I don't really like any of these, honestly. Yep. Pass. Let's see, anything interesting? Ooh, speed res hold. Yeah, if I cared about Veronica more, this Veronica's actually shaping up to be having some decent skills. But I'm not that interested. If I want to build Veronica, I have considered her Valentine's version. She would be actually kind of funny with Soren's tome, so that she could be a cavalry with unrestricted terrain movement. But I don't think that that's super necessary. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I've got a lot of other projects going on at the moment to take my feathers and grails, so we'll have to wait on that. If you've tried that build or that weapon on her, what do you think? Is it actually worthwhile? I think it could be interesting, but I really wish that that Veronica had been a Valentine's Sharena instead as like a sword armor, and then they could have used Veronica for a Embla themed Day of Devotion banner. In the future, they could have done like Embla, Bruno, Veronica, Elm, and Leticia. And then you just find some other unit to throw in as like the Tempest unit. But that would have been a cool banner. Just kind of a shame that Veronica's Valentine's ult got kind of used on something kind of mediocre, and then Sharena got completely excluded. Let's see here. Anything good? I guess Flashing Blade just to fill out her kit. Doesn't matter too much. She's doing okay as it is. Legarn still doesn't have her pref. She's the only one. I should probably fix that. It's kind of weird that Fjorm is still one of the only sources of isolation. There's not a lot of it, and she's one of the only ones. So I think she's still fairly valuable in that regard. I still use her a good bit in AR. Being able to isolate enemies is fairly helpful. I think it's actually more useful than Sathir's skill. Sathir's skill has actually actively backfired on me. I've wanted a unit to move and they just didn't. So I think Fjorm is actually more helpful. As funny as that sounds. Fjorm is stronger than a mythic hero confirmed. Actually, I guess that's not that impressive. There are a lot of mediocre mythics. Let's see. There we go. We can get her pref. Is there anything else in here that's more enticing? Not really. Glimmer. Threaten speed seal. No thanks. We'll just take her pref. There we go. Good job, General. And, oh, we're almost at the end. We can kind of wrap this up and then just kind of rapid fire try and spam lower leveled to get Fjorm what she needs. But this is actually going better than a lot of my Tempests go, although I'm trying to spread out my units a little bit more. Usually I try and hyper carry one unit and it ends up very poorly for me. Is this a mask? Let me see. Bone Carver. None of these are... Ooh, Pulse Tie would be another good one for Fjorm. She could use Pulse Tie. Pulse Tie might be a seal eventually, though. Well, Chill also overlaps because we have the Chill Shrines if I really want to chill enemies that badly. So maybe Pulse Tie would be a better skill to grab for Fjorm. I don't know why, I keep forgetting Pulse Tie exists, even though I went out of my way to get one for my Halloween Nils, who I still need to build, but... yeah. Also, I think I like Mirror Impact more than Flashing Blade for Ilder. Her speed is good, but it's not that broken or anything. Final level. What have we got? Maybe with this? There we go. Veronica's speed hold gives us enough to take him out. There we go. There we go. Just as planned. So, yeah, none of these are that exciting, so I think we'll just take the merge, honestly. Even though the merges don't transfer over again. Just, I like her current skills. And with that, we actually cleared all 25 chambers, so we can just move down to some of these lower level ones and grind out the levels for Fjorm and try and get her another boost. We're going to use our Forma Soul and get a $30 Fjorm merge. Very expensive, very pricey, very premium. Not sure if it's actually worth, but I guess that's what we're doing. They're just collecting dust anyway, so why not? Fire Flood Bomb, attack res +6. Cute, but I don't think it's as good as Earth, Water, or Wind Fire. Yeah, none of these are helpful either, so just another merge. And So I'm kind of thinking of maybe just taking Serpentine Staff. It's not as good as her pref, of course, but if I ever use her on like other maps, she may need something besides her pref, so I could at least see this grabbing the Serpentine Staff for now, and then I think I have her pref on her base version. Yeah, her base version already has the staff, so I don't even need to use anything to refine it. It's kind of unfortunate that when I merge into the Forma, I'm going to lose this HP asset, so I'll have to burn trait fruits, but the price of progress, I suppose. Not like I'm exactly hurting for trait fruits anyway. Alright, so I can pick between Wind Fire Bomb or Earth Water Bomb, and honestly, I don't have a huge preference here. Return doesn't help charge the special anyway, so it'll mostly be when Fjorm is actually in combat, which is fairly rare, so I don't think it matters too much. But my thought process is, if Fjorm's been in combat, she may want someone to tank for her, so Earth Water Bomb might be slightly better. So I think I like that a little more than Windfire. Also, I think I put Windfire on my Sakura, so give her a little less overlap there. So I think I'm going to go with keeping Earth Water Bomb. Maybe that's a mistake, but I don't know. It makes a little sense to me. Is just buff her allies def res while she does some more offense. Also, teams that want a healer often would prefer having more bulk, I think, so maybe that was a mistake. I don't have a huge preference, though. Healers definitely need more special options, though, because right now what we have are just kind of all mid. Okay, we got Even Recovery. I think I like that more than the Joint Drive, but less than like Stall Ploy. But we'll go ahead and grab that. That's a little interesting. Woo, +10! So this is more or less what she would look like max merged. I think she'd have a little more HP from the trait fruit, but this is about what I would expect to see from a +10 Fjorm. Really would like to merge her up one day. And the sad thing is, I remember when we got our first Forma Soul, it was right when her original run was up, and I thought about using it there, but I was like, oh, well, you know, I already have a Fjorm, and there'll probably be a lot of Hall of Forms in the future with lots of good units on it now that they're trying to, like, monetize it, so I should save this. Nope, none of the ones after that really interested me that much, so rip. That's unfortunate. Alright, so here we have another interesting option in Infantry Speed Tactic, which could be pretty good. But I'm trying to think in AR, which is where I use my Fjorm, how many units, or how many like infantry units do I use? I feel like in AR I mostly use flyers, cavs, and armor, with the exception of someone like Winter Altina who has a brave weapon and doesn't care anyway. So I don't think I'm using a lot of units that would actually benefit from Infantry Speed Tactic. This would also be very good in the future if I +10 her and I'm using her in Abyssal maps and everything. But as it is, I just don't think there's anyone who benefits that much from the full effect of this. But otherwise, I think this is actually a really good pick for her. But for me personally, I just can't think of anyone who would benefit that much to where it's worth taking. But yeah, still a solid option. Alright, here we have Sudden Panic, which isn't as premium as Chill Def Res, but I think it's a little more useful for her. But I've got sources of Sudden Panic, so if I want to give that to her, I could. I have some like extra, I think it's on Garrick. I have Garrick sitting around, so I don't think it's worth taking. It is tempting. I think Pulse Tie would be better than Chill Def Res maybe, but I think Sudden Panic just isn't quite good enough to justify, even though it works better with her HP. And maybe we'll get a Sudden Panic Seal. That's something I'm actively hoping for, is a Sudden Panic Seal. So even though it is very tempting, I think I'll pass on that. But I've been using a lot of torches and we haven't gotten anything else too interesting yet. Yo, Stall Poloi. There we go. Alright, I do like that more than the recovery. Synergizes with her HP and lets her shut down some of the annoying movement effects that are running around in AR, so very nice pickup. Unfortunately, I'm almost out of torches and still have not found that Pulse Tie, but Chill Def Res is still pretty good, so if we don't get that, I'm not that torn up. Stall Ploy was the main thing that I really wanted for her, along with Return. Everything else is just a cool bonus. Again, I really wish we could get C-Dual flying in holoforms, but that's just not an available skill, sadly. I don't even care about the scoring aspect, I just want the HP plus stats. And with that, we have brought this holoforms to a close, and now we can redeem this Fjorm. Again, really sad those merges don't carry over. I'd love to have a plus 10 Fjorm, and she might be a long-term merge project. For now, at least getting plus 1 is pretty nice. I will say, I was actually pleasantly surprised by everyone here. They all did pretty well. Ilger was actually surprisingly strong on offense, and Veronica's warping ability was super helpful. I'm almost tempted to grab her, but I don't think I really need her. But I'd be excited to free pull her on the spring banner in the future. But we are just going to grab our lovely bride and take her home. There we go, my first ever Forma. And that is exciting. So with that, we must merge our Fjorm. It's sad we have to lose the plus HP Fjorm already. But there we go, we got the merge. She inherits those dragon flowers. And we'll go ahead and give her a plus HP asset anyway. And I guess we'll just go ahead and lower that defense. Even though she was so good with that HP def seal, I think we're just going to lower her defense. Not that it matters, because she's already merged, so it neutralizes anyway. We did get the Serpentine staff, but we're going to swap her back to her prep because that's just honestly way more useful. And yeah, with that, we have updated our Fjorm, and she's looking pretty good. Nice to get some improvements for her because I do use her a good bit. And she's just a really cool character, so I'm happy about that. And now that I've used my first ever Forma, I guess it's time to refresh that and get another one to make up for it. There we go, another Forma to collect dust. Thank you for joining me on this little Forma building adventure. Hopefully it was at least mildly interesting. I really have no idea what I was doing with this one. But if you'd like me to do something similar for future holoforms, go ahead and let me know. We might build them in the future. And yeah. Until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon and Fjorm signing out.